Hey there singers, if you are looking for a fast and easy way to have more projection, resonance, clarity and stability in your voice with less effort, this video is for you. My name is Kasha. I'm a vocal coach who specializes in innovative modern methods with proven results that are all about getting you where you want to go with your singing, breaking through any limitations that are holding you back from your goals, and taking your voice to the next level faster and easier. In this video, I'm going to show you a quick little technique that you can use with immediate results to have more resonance, projection, stability, and clarity in your voice. So let's get going. The first thing that we want to do, and the first thing that I always do with students when I teach them something new, is get them to choose something to sing, something that they like singing, something that they're working on at the moment. So choose 4 lines of a song, something that you would like to see some improvement with, and we're going to use it as a before and after. So in a moment, when you're ready, pause the video and sing through, so choose your 4 lines, sing through your 4 lines, and really pay attention to everything you can notice about the way that you're singing. So not only about how it sounds, but how it's feeling. So can you feel any tension? If so, where is the tension? Do you feel any resonance while you're singing? Where is the resonance? Do you feel, is it effortful to sing? How effortful does it feel? You might want to rate that on a scale of 1 to 10. And are all these things the same in general over the 4 lines, or is there parts in the melody where it changes? So those are just a few ideas that you could pay attention to, but really, yeah, anything that you can notice about the physical sensations. So when you're ready, pause the video and have a go of that now. Cool, so we're going to put that to one side for a moment and we're going to use it to check back in to see the changes in our voice. But for now, what we're going to do for a little while is suck our thumbs. It might seem like a bit of a strange, funny thing to do. Hopefully it'll be a fun thing to do. But I'm getting you to do this because actually there are some things, some conditions that are formed in your mouth when you suck your thumb that are really helpful to singing, to producing sound. So maybe you were a thumb sucker when you were little, maybe you weren't. In any case, transport yourself to a simpler time and place where you had not a care in the world and you were daydreaming or staring out the window, sitting, standing, whatever, and you were just sucking away on your thumb. And I'm going to give you a few things to pay attention to while you're doing that. So if you are doing it like this, so it might not be exactly the same, but it'll probably be something like that. And you'll notice that it's not a static thing. So it's a motion, it's a rhythmical motion. And while you're doing that, there are points in that motion where that sensation of suction is the greatest, and then points where it releases. So now let's make it a static thing. So can you find the point where that feeling of suction is the greatest, and then just halt there, stop there, and just stay there with that sensation of suction. And you might want to pull on your thumb just a little bit just to make sure that you've got that feeling of suction going. And an important thing to mention here is you definitely don't want to be using like all of your strength, all of your might, doing it as hard as possible, because that's going to be counterproductive. You definitely don't want to make sure that you're doing it in a way that's stressful or that's wearing you out. And if you find that your muscles are getting tired, then you need to take a break, just a few minutes off, and then do it again. So saying that, while you're in this position now, so you've got that feeling of suction going, and it's just a static thing now, notice everything about the physical components of that you can. So your thumb is probably wedged somewhere between your tongue and your top teeth. So just notice like how far is it in your mouth? Where is it in relation to your tongue and your top teeth? How does your tongue feel? So what shape is your tongue? How does the thumb feel against your tongue? How does your mouth feel in general? What is the shape of your mouth in general? So again, you might want to pause the video and just do it for a little bit and notice everything that you can notice. And the reason why I am saying all these things is that what we're going to do in a moment is we're going to add something to it, but we want to make sure, so the thing that's really going to give you the results with this is to keep everything as much the same as possible. So have a pause of the video and just really check in everything that you can notice about the sensation of the suction, the conditions in your mouth, the placement of everything that's creating that. Cool. So if you haven't already, make sure that you have a little rest And then when you're ready, put your thumb back in your mouth. Notice everything again, the shape of your tongue, where is your thumb, everything about the sensations of that suction. And while you keep that suction, that sensation of suction, and everything the same as much as possible, sing through the melody of your song. So there's only a limited amount of, obviously you can't do it on the words because your thumb's in your mouth. There's only a limited amount of sounds that you can make while your thumb is in your mouth like that. So just have a go. Pause the video and you've got your thumb in your mouth, you've got that sensation of suction, and then keep everything the same as much as possible and go through the melody of your song. So pause the video and have a go of that now. Cool, so I actually wanted you to have a go of it before I gave you an example, but it'll probably be something similar to what I do because there's only a limited amount of noises that you can make with your thumb in your mouth like this. So I'll give you an example now of what it sounds like when I do it. Yeah, so it'll probably sound something like that. So I'm keeping that suction going all the way through. I'm not moving my tongue. I'm not changing anything. So the important thing is, and I know I keep on going on about it, but it's really what's going to give you the results. So whether you're just being quiet with your thumb in your mouth without feeling or suction, or whether you're making a sound going through the melody of your song, you want to keep everything as much the same as possible. So now that I've given you a little example, have another pause of the video and go again through with your tongue in your mouth with that feeling of suction once or twice or however many times you want, and then take your thumb out of your mouth and have another sing just normally on the words, and notice the changes in your voice as compared to the way that you sang before we started doing this. Cool, so usually what happens is that there is, like I've been saying, more projection, more resonance, more stability, more clarity in your tone. I hope that's what you're finding. However, I'm going to give you two variations of this now to amplify your results. The first variation is going to be to just change a bit the position of your thumb in your mouth. So when you're ready, put your thumb back in your mouth, create that feeling of suction. Again, notice everything that you can notice about the shape of your tongue, the placement of the thumb in relation to your tongue and your teeth, just how your mouth feels in general. And then while you keep that suction going, just rotate your thumb to 90 degrees. So before your thumbnail was on your tongue, and now one side of your thumb is going to be on your tongue and one side is going to be against your top teeth. And notice that that's creating a slightly different shape now, slightly different sensations in your mouth, and a different sensation and a different shape in your tongue. So notice that, and again, have a pause of the video. Keep all of that going as much the same as possible with that sensation of suction, and then again, go through your song once or twice or however many times you want in this position, and then take your thumb out of your mouth and have another sing normally and notice the differences again. Cool, so usually what happens is that this second position gives you more powerful results than the first, and I'm going to give you a third variation that usually gives even more powerful results. So when you're ready, again, put your thumb back in your mouth, just in the normal position with your thumb down. And before we were doing it as a static thing, so you had your thumb in one position, you were holding it, you had your thumb in another position, you were holding it. Now we're going to do it as a movement. So put your thumb back in your mouth, have the feeling of suction going, and then start rotating your thumb. And make sure that you only rotate it as far as is comfortable. So for instance, if I do it, it'll be something like this. And while you're doing it, so the important thing is to do it within a comfortable range, so definitely not straining yourself, but keep it a constant motion. So it's something that's fluid, that's moving at a constant rate. And again, you'll notice that as you're moving your thumb, the shape of your tongue is changing, the sensations in your mouth and the shape in your mouth is slightly changing because you're keeping that feeling of suction all the way through while you're doing this motion. And then again, when you're ready, have a pause of the video and have another sing through while you keep this motion going, that feeling of suction going, everything as much as possible going the same, whether you're singing or not. Yeah, and go through your song once or twice or however many times you want, and then have another sing just normally on the words with your thumb out of your mouth. Cool, so that's it. I hope that you are finding some differences, some changes in your voice that you're happy and excited about. So you could go through anything that you're singing at the moment, so just a couple of lines of any song and do before and after comparisons to see the difference. If you did find this helpful, then please hit the like button so you can let other singers know that this is something helpful that will improve their voice. And of course, subscribe for more free videos from me. If you're interested in learning more about how you can improve your voice, break through any limitations that are holding you back from your goals, take your voice to the next level faster and easier, then make sure that you take my free video course, My Top Essential Singing Exercise. The reason why it is my top essential singing exercise is that honestly it is such a powerful, versatile exercise that helps to improve so many aspects of your voice. It's going to help make your tone nicer, give you more projection and resonance, but also help to increase your range, both high and low. It's a very therapeutic exercise, so it'll combat against vocal fatigue, make sure that you're singing healthily. It also works with your breath. You can use it as a warm-up, you can use it as a warm-down, or my favorite way to use it to apply it to specific sections of a song that you would like to improve. I'd really love for you to experience the benefits and the results of this exercise yourself, so just click the link below, it'll take you right through, and I'll see you there.